And we are headed to Keystone Hot Springs. Big old long schlong of a way up there. Still sitting in traffic, it's my favorite thing. We've hit a milestone, going over 20 kilometers an hour. How about that?
12 seconds later.
If you want to see more traffic, subscribe to the channel. Just kidding, I avoid that shit.
A few inches later.
Hey my dudes, we're now 95 kilometers in, just about 100k in. Just past Squamish. Still on the road, doing fine. Yeah, I'll record more when I fucking feel like it.
A few moments later. Hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Wow.
Hey guys, up here on the Pemberton Meadows Road or whatever they call it. Look at that. Sorry, I gotta take a fucking picture. Wrong time, motherfucker. You guys don't tell anybody. It never happened. Oh, it's so hard to be badass. I missed all that scenery and the horses. I'm in grizzly bear country. Okay, so just finished up lunch. Sat just over there. Enjoyed this beautiful, stunning view. Beautiful bike. Nice and dirty, a little dusty, I guess. Let's try and get out of here. Back onto the good old logging road. Or service road, excuse my French. Look at this, a beautiful little creek. So I think I found the trail. Let's go take a look at the map actually. It's a 45-minute walk.
A Eventually.
The camera's, for some reason, at 1 bar still, even though I plugged it in for the fucking hike that I did. Anyways, finished the hike, and I'm gonna get back on the road and talk about it quickly before my camera dies. So I'll talk to you guys about the trip now and try to film on the way back, but if my camera dies, at least I got the talk out of the way. So, the hike itself is about 45 minutes. Started it at, fuck, I don't know, 4? But I finished that and got to the car or bike and started up the bike at 7. It's supposed to be a 45-minute, some places said 30, 45-minute hike. Nice and easy. But the hike was actually kind of tough. It wasn't long, thank God, or else I would have been good. But it was up and down and so eroded beyond belief because the ground is very brittle and volcanic-y, blah blah blah. It just was a difficult time. To make things worse, about halfway into the hike going there, I came about 10 feet from a bear. We looked it in the eyes and we both ran in our opposite directions. Pretty scary. I think I underreacted. I just like thought to myself, get the fuck out of there. Because I didn't even like comprehend how scary that was until after I just turned around and ran. Now, what basically happened was I was just walking, minding my own distance. I didn't think there'd be too many bears because I thought it was like a not very good vegetation area. I did see one coming in at the beginning, but I was like, just get there as quickly as you can and out as quickly as you can. So I came around this like corner that was kind of like this, and at the top I looked and there's a bear sitting on its behind, sitting on its behind eating something. It was green, but that doesn't really matter. It saw me. It had a baby cub there too. It's probably a mom. Well, it's definitely a mom. It saw me, sat up, and turned around. It wasn't the quickest, most jump scare for the bear, but for me, my reaction was just like shit, and then turn around and run as fast as I could. I started booking it down. There's like a whole bunch of rivers. I just like ran through the small creeks, not rivers, creeks, and I just fucking booked it back like 50 feet. I don't know, maybe a little bit more. I don't know where the bear went. Didn't see it after. It's probably someone's house. Yep, definitely. It had a baby cub there. The mama bear ditched its cub almost. When I was turning around, I saw it take off first, and then the baby cub reacted a little bit slower and took off right behind the mama. But it did not really protect its cub at all. I thought it would fucking gurr at me, but it didn't make a single noise out of its mouth, and neither did I. I didn't scream, I didn't shout. I just booked it. And that's the closest I've come to a bear. After I re-scared each other, the bear and I went back and waited at some like rocks for 15-20 minutes probably because I knew some like people were in the parking lot when I was there and they left after me, so I was like, oh, I'll wait for them and then we can go through together, that way I don't get mauled by a bear. It took them a while, like the 20 whatever minutes, but they showed up and it's a nice lady who talked to me in the parking lot, like, oh, where's the entrance? And I told her. But she had her husband there, probably her husband, and a really small kid, less than a year old. And the guy was wearing flip-flops for this hike. They were pretty slow. That's probably why it took me so long. So I had to wait for them because, well, they obviously had a kid, so no hard feelings. It was just kind of unfortunate because now I'm gonna be late home and it's gonna be dark and there's a bear up there. You guys ready? Am I recording? Oh yeah. Look at that. Pussy! Bye. 3 today. One on the way in, he was off in the bush, that one was coming down the road, and one that I fucking almost got killed by. Not almost got killed by, but. So yeah, we eventually made it there. Pretty tough adventure. Lots of up and down, beautiful views. I took some pictures on the way there. My phone died. And it's charging right now with a really shitty charger, so I'll probably get 2% out of this charger. And then, but I didn't take any pictures of like the actual hot springs, which is unfortunate. But the way I saw it, I was like, oh, I saw it with my own eyes this time, nice and natural. When I bring my friends in the future, if I do, we'll camp it out. That way it's not like get up and fucking super early in the morning and get back late. It'll be a nice relaxing day and we can off-road all the way there, and I'll bring extra gas that way and I'll fucking run out on the way home because I'm going on 97 kilometers on this tank. It took me 80 to get there and I got 80 or 70 to get back. It's I don't know exactly how many liters a tank are, but I'm gonna try to keep RPMs decent. Oops. Decently low. Nice and quick. So I can get the fuck out of here. I really hope I don't run out of gas. The hot springs were nice and hot. There's a bucket on the side to cool down the temperatures because it's almost too hot to handle. There's 3 pools that are nice, and there's so many other little, like, they look like little puddles with like mold growing on the side. Then you stick your foot in or your hand in and it's like warm, and it shouldn't be, right? But the 3 main ones are really, really hot until you cool it down like I did. I only got to sit in it for 15 minutes maybe. It could have very well put me to sleep. It was awesome. Like the views that I saw were number 1. Like that. Look at that view. Oh my lord. Just passed 4,000, or not 4,000, fucking 400 kilometers for today. That is ocean right there. You can't see it because it's dark. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know.